What's up, y'all? We're Escuela Grind. We're here in Chicago at Reggies, and we're going to tell you about our first show that we ever went to. Metal and non-metal. Let's go.
First show that I ever went to was a bluegrass show, and it was folky, and I didn't really understand it, and the band was called Gandalf Murphy and the Slambovian Circus of Dreams. It's really long, and I don't know how they still put that on a t-shirt, but it works for them. One of the first metal shows that I got to go see was AFI at the Chance Theater in Poughkeepsie. So I went with my dad to the Chance Theater in Poughkeepsie, New York, which is kind of run down. I think a lot of people will still remember it by now. I must have been maybe 13 or 14, and I got to go see AFI and Youth Code opening for them. And I thought that was pretty cool. It was probably just as cold inside as it was right here in Chicago, and my feet were freezing. It was awesome.
Ooh. Okay, so my first show ever was Foreigner with my parents at like some state fair, like where we live, which is in like Western Mass area. So it was pretty awesome. My dad had like 8 tracks of them, so I would always listen to them, and so I knew the music already, and that was badass. And then shortly after that, it's kind of like my first show for real, because I was right up in the front. But we went and we saw the Village People, and I like begged my dad, put me on your shoulders, get me up in the front. I want to do the YMCA, Macho Man, all that. So those were my first shows. I was like 5. My first metal shows, I did like Warped Tour when I was 13. I went to the Warped Tour out in Eastern Mass, and I saw a bunch of bands, and I got heat exhaustion, and I passed out, and that's the general Warped Tour experience. But I guess my first club show was Daughters at the Palladium around the same age, shortly after, like in the fall time when I was 13.
Oh shit, I guess my first show was with my dad in Dallas, Texas, and I was 13 years old, and we saw Iron Maiden, Motorhead, and Ronnie James Dio. And then the next week I went and saw Slipknot, System of a Down, and Rammstein with my mom. It's 2 pretty badass first shows. I guess the first time I saw someone hardcore dancing was at an Under Oath show with Atreyu. And the first grindcore bands I saw were Mass Grave, and PLF like 2 years after that. Yeah.
What's up? Tom, bass. First show was with my dad. He brought me and my little brother. We saw Eric Clapton, or this is my first concert. Eric Clapton, ZZ Top, Carlos Santana, Buddy Guy. It was the Crossroads Guitar Festival, so it was just stacked all day. John Mayer, who I love. Yeah, everyone like in that realm of blues. And then my first show probably would be, well, I'm proudly an emo kid. I think it was Matchbook Romance, Motion City soundtrack from first to last, and there's somebody else, but yeah, first show I think like Sonny Moore signed my fucking shoes, like, so it was a great experience. We'll never forget it.